Or are you not an owner? Everyone thinks you're an owner, so this is your time now to say.
I make a little percentage off the DVD, and I make a little percentage off of if, you know, eventually we draw a house and boom, fuck Illinois. He's telling the truth because that's what we want to believe. We wanted to believe that he was the booker, even though nobody ever asked. Nobody ever asked. You know me, man. I feel like shit when I can't make payroll. I mean, some of it's my fault, but I gotta give people their money's worth. You know, but I'll look into the possibility that it may be, you know, that a professional wrestler, a person that works people for a living, might have not kept to their word. You know, Key is not the easiest person to do business with.
What's the hardest part you had with it, working with him?
You don't want to do business. If you don't know what that means, then oh well. He's not going to make it to the top of our sport, you know, and stay there. That's for sure. The deal went down to sell the company because so many people were still owed money from Ted Petty and stuff, you know.
Well, the rumor going around too is that they say you blew it at the boat, and that's, and you know what I mean.
No.
Like, so it goes from start.
Huh?
When did it start with you and Mickie?
The affair?
Yeah.
The situation with me and Mickie has totally gotten out of hand. Like, if I was fucking around with her and call her a rat, she'd get madder than hell, you know, and that was our whole thing. Next thing you know, we were having threesomes, you know.
Anybody else in the business?
No, well...
Come on, we're looking for exclusives, Ian.
It came really that close this one time, and I was sucking on them big titties and stuff, and Mickie was going down on our stuff, and you got people jerking off to it. Yeah. Trying to love two women is like a ball and chain.
It's heavy.
You know, and try two women in the same house. I mean, we fooled them. You know, I mean. As any good worker would, I denied. I said, man, this is really personal. I said, I really have to tell you something, and you're probably going to leave me. And she's like, so you're finally going to admit to Misty? And I was like, sure, I'll do that, you know.
I love IWA Mid-South. I've always loved IWA Mid-South.
I was like, well, you know that stuff they say about me and Mickie on the internet? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, it's true. You, Misty, and Mickie were having threesomes when you were out on the road. And I was like, yep. And then she packed up her shit and she went back to Lowell. And you know, and the sad part is, I've done so much for Bull Payne. I mean, so much. And I probably booked that guy 250 times and paid him every time. You know, had one bad house where he gave him rides to the Plainfield shows, where he paid absolutely no trams. You know, how many promoters pick you up at your house, you know, and bring you to the show? You know, I mean, he's the most ungrateful individual in the world who would be paid off his measly amount of money if he would just shut up, you know, and
what do you owe him?
$250. Told Young Brands I had hepatitis. You know, I got taken off the schedule until I proved, you know, that I didn't have hepatitis.
And you work there now, so obviously you don't have hepatitis.
Yeah. I was going to say this from my shooter review, but I'm going to give it to you, Vito. Since me and you have spilled so much blood, I'm going to give this to you as an exclusive here. I'm going to drop the bombshell on Frank Veazey's ass right here, right now. You ready for it? Superstar Bill Dundee not only stole his wife, took his wife, but also got him a felony. That's correct, a felony. This guy that's calling me a piece of shit is a felon. Bull Payne's brother and Bill Dundee committed insurance fraud together. Donna Shepard, Samantha Payne, the girl was with him in Global and all that stuff. Yeah, she left him for 60-year-old Bill Dundee. That's why he's working in a bar as a bouncer, even though he's a trained gaming host, casino host. I made Bull Payne a bad motherfucker. My career was over. It was finished. Period. It was done. The Texas Hangmen weren't nothing. Your wife left you for 60-year-old Elvis impersonator. So, you know, nah, fuck that dude. I mean, he's... Yeah, me and Joe have talked kid is nothing that's not done in any dressing room across the country from top to bottom. I could understand, people being mad at me if the dude was on the wagon and I helped him get off the wagon. I love JC like he was my own kid. Joseph Carl Bailey, John Calvin, and James Christopher are all JCs, I mean.
Did you do that because of JC Bailey?
No, but I mean, I told her, if you're gonna blame Ian, you gotta blame Pondo, you gotta blame Bull Payne, you gotta blame Tony, everybody that's ever hit JC.
There was a rumor around that you had asked and got kicked out because you asked for gas money. Do you want to?
No, and see, something I really like to clear up. A lot of people go, Ian, why didn't you just hang up? If I hang up, then I'm hiding something.
I mean, Ted Petty 04 still stands out as probably one of the biggest
show ever. Ring of Honor hasn't touched it. CZW hasn't touched it. Fuck, Vince himself, almighty, hasn't touched it. I mean,
hey, thank you, Ian. Appreciate it. You said a mouthful.